So I just thought I'd document how bad this head is. This is, the stripped down head that I've taken off the bike. The Yorkshire head. And yeah, I just thought I'd show you how bad this head is in comparison to the new head, the Z1R head that's waiting at the Vapor Blasters for me to pick up. So straight edge, so I've just set this thing up on a stand so you can use both hands. So straight edge, this is the exhaust side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I rest this down on here, you can probably hear that. That's me rocking it. Rocky, 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 and even in this direction we have some as well. So it's pretty much all over the place, and it's not a case of, you can't skim this surface unless when you put your valve cap back on, that semicircle at the bottom will then actually be too high up, and the semicircle will be too small to fit the bearing, and just won't work at all. You could sort of put this on and then line bore through here all the way through with all your caps on, but then that just gets even more and more difficult, doesn't it? Because you'd need thicker shells, or shims behind the shells, or something like that, to then get the shells to fit the oversized hole that you've bored. Plus, of course, you'd need to set up your bore in the dead center of this. And how do you do that? Well, it's quite difficult, really. And there's other ways of doing it. You could go upwards, so you could just bore out the caps, but then your cam's going to sit at the wrong height, and it's just a friggin' minefield going down that route. So just on a side note, just for shits and giggles, so this is the worst, of course, because it's exhaust around 3 and 4. This is the problem area, the big problem area on these heads. And this rock, if I get a feeler gauge, I shit you not, if you read that, this is my thickest feeler gauge. So that is 32 thousandths of an inch, 0.813 mil. And yeah, we can get it in. That is how far out of true this head is. It's fucking miles out. So hence why it's junk. Just on a side note, so what I did get Hamlins in Bridgewater to do on this head was to skim the combustion chamber surface until it cleaned up and it was dead flat. And obviously I couldn't get them to just plonk this down on a milling table and do a mill, because this face isn't flat. So you then end up with this face like that, or like that, or like that, or like that, or a combination like that. And yeah, that would be a real fuck up. It would just, that would just do a total balls up. Your head would be on an angle, sitting on your barrels. So what I got them to do was they made up some mandrels, just some steel bars, just to go through here and here, clamped those down at a height on some V-blocks on a table so they were elevated, and then clamped that down with the mandrels going through there and there, so we could get this surface straight in terms of that direction and that direction relative to the cams, and that's the most important thing, isn't it? That's what you need to do basically. Stage. Whee! Well, that didn't work too fucking well, did it? Jesus. Well, there you go. Well, that's the end of that video, I guess. So I'm just gonna park this head. I'm just gonna put the caps back on it, so I know that these are the caps that came off this head, or original, well, last on this head. And yeah, just gonna park it and go from there.